drugs kingpin named Shepo, whose gang stretched across the country, has been jailed for 25 years. Ian Shepherd is 44 years old, was described as the head of a nationwide drugs ring that supplied cocaine and heroin on a commercial scale across the UK. Manchester Crown Court heard that the organised crime group was based in Kirkby in Merseyside, but stemmed far out wide across the country, including Manchester, Chester, Trafford and Salford. The gang's activity between November 2018 and July 2019 was tracked by officers using ANPR evidence, phone cell sighting and surveillance. The prosecutor Andy Scott told the court the activity included many significant meetings and exchanges at locations including Newcastle, Middlesbrough, Darlington, London and Salford Quays. A safe house based in Kirkby was also identified. The majority of the activity involved Shepherd and John Berquest, who's 37 years old, a courier who was jailed last August for his involvements in the organised crime group. During the meeting, Shepherd would use a Citroen Berlingo van to travel the country while wearing a high visibility vest as a cover to give impression he was a tradesman. An undercover policeman was later able to purchase the Citroen Berlingo after Shepherd put it up for sale. Officers then identified that the vehicle had been modified to incorporate a hide in the rear compartment, which was only accessible using an adapted wheel trim removal tool and was large enough to transport large quantities of drugs. In February 2019, Berquest was arrested by officers in Middlesbrough. The court heard how Shepherd attempted to call Berquest on a number of occasions whilst in custody. On the 13th of May 2019, police executed a warrant at an address in Kirkby. A quantity of cocaine and a firearm was found, which later confirmed a match with Shepherd's DNA. The court heard cocaine had an estimated street value of about £1,000, whilst the handgun had been adapted to include a sound moderator. Officers also recovered a number of mobile phones and cash amounting to more than £2,000. Analysis of mobile phones throughout the investigation showed Shepherd had also nicknamed himself Shepo. So Shepherd was arrested on July the 4th, 2019 and made no comments to all questions when interviewed by police. A later firearm search was conducted at another address in Kirkby where further weapons and ammunition was found. Bags were discovered in the loft of the property which contained a revolver, a sawn-off shotgun, ammunition and 5 improvised explosive devices. A controlled explosion of the devices later compared them to low-grade fireworks. Shepherd initially pleaded not guilty to conspiracy to supply cocaine and heroin and the conspiracy to possess a firearm, a prohibited gun, ammunition and explosives. He later changed his plea 2 weeks before a trial was due to take place. So the defense for Shepherd said he wants to apologize and show remorse. He wants there to be no excuses and he doesn't want to blame others, but he knows he's made a huge mistake. He accepted he has played a leading role, but he wasn't the head of the organised crime group. It's obvious there are others involved. The Judge Anthony Cross QC said there had been telltale signs that Shepherd had played a leading role in the drugs conspiracy. He said, "It is accepted that the group was led by you. It was involved in the supply of cocaine and heroin on a commercial scale throughout the United Kingdom. It was truly the work of an organised crime group operating on a large scale." He said, "Not only are you a man heavily involved in the supply of Class A drugs, but you're also a man who is able to procure, possess and distribute firearms. I reject that you were simply someone who stored firearms." Judge Cross said there was no evidence of any significant lifestyle gained from the drug supply. However, he said Shepherd's involvement in the group was perfectly clear. He said, "You wish to apologize and you rightly accept there's no excuse for your behavior." So guys, that's another story for you where a drugs kingpin has been jailed for 25 years. Let me know what you think. It's your boy GT. Keep it locked, keep it real.